Hey, good morning, Rim Country. Chris Higgins in the studios here at KRIM in the Sawmill Theater Plaza. And hope you're having a great morning. It's time for our Community Spotlight program. And thank you to One Tom Plumber for sponsoring our Community Spotlight program. Well, today we're going to be talking about Friends of Payson Parks and Recreation. And in the studio to talk more about that organization, Fayth Lowery and Janice Chesser. Good morning. Good morning to you too.
Good morning.
Thank you so much for coming in and talking about the Friends of Payson Parks and Rec. I'm sure a lot of people have maybe heard about the Friends of Payson Parks and Rec, but maybe they're not completely sure what the organization is about. So that's what we are going to learn about today. You can listen or watch us on our KRIM Radio Facebook page or live stream, and it'd be great to hear from you guys if maybe you've had experiences with the Friends of Payson Parks and Rec, or you just appreciate what they do. It'd be great to hear from you. So the organization itself, tell us a little bit about the organization, Fayth.
So about 2 years ago I got a call, and they said, hey, we're looking for volunteers for people that want to participate in this organization. And I had also heard of Payson, Friends Payson Parks and Rec, but I didn't really know much about them. And when I went to their meetings, I thought, this is such a cool organization, because not only are they trying to help our youth with sports scholarships, but they're beautifying Payson, they're participating in organization of, or helping fix up areas in Payson. We did things for the Mustang Park, and I actually never knew that was the name of, I just called it the Blue Park.
There you go.
I know.
And they did it's not an awning, what do you call it? Gazebo and the drinking fountain. I mean, just some of these projects that make it so much nicer for families here in Payson. They've done things with the apple orchard. Janet's our president, so I'll let her share a little bit more.
Well, we had, it was several years ago, and when I was working for the county and working with AZ Health Zone and connected with the Parks and Rec and hiking, and was looking at the commission, Parks and Rec commissioners and things, and then stumbled upon the Friends of Parks. I wish we could have a show of hands to find out how many people have ever even heard of us. That's our goal today, and that's why we're here. But it was a case of, come join the board. And, Rory Huff's on the board forever. This goes all the way back to Craig Shortwood, and I know the MSA Foundation and the whole Rumsey Park remodel, this is a lot of history in Payson, and it was large at one time. So we really hope to grow it again. But we are involved in several different projects. The Apple Orchard is one of them that was near and dear to my heart, that is still there. We do still have a bucket of funding there. Anything that's donated is designated, and the Master Gardeners are working with the town and with Parks and Rec to get that built up. And someday we will have a park there. Someday we will have picnic tables and families can come and pick an apple. So we're going to get there.
Oh yeah, it's definitely a process, and it was stated when it was started that it wasn't going to happen overnight, those apple trees.
Well, no, they were this big.
They were, yes, I know, and it took a while, but and it's taking a while, but it's getting there.
It is.
It's exciting because those trees are heritage trees.
We grafted from the heritage apple trees around the state, actually. I mean, up north, just Rim Country, and they're all documented. The Master Gardeners did a great job, and they've kind of redone it. They've changed the watering. They've done, and where the funding comes in, because they were able to just do that and not have to go through a huge process. And so it's definitely rejuvenated and still under care. And we actually had a few apples. I brought them home to make applesauce for the board or for the Master Gardeners, but the javelina got them before I could. So. I had this big box. I was all excited to. I'm like, look, this is from the So.
And javelina ate them.
They ate them all, and part of the box.
God. And part of
the. Well, next year. Yeah. Anyway, that's not why we're here. But
there's so many pretty cool things that you can participate by being a member
Okay.
of Payson Parks and Rec, the Friends of.
So who can become a member?
So you can actually go online, anyone can become a member. There's different levels of membership. They start at $15 up to $100 for personal, and there are also corporate sponsorships available. So if anybody's interested, they can go online to friendsofpayson.org and check it out. The organization's been around for a long time. I'll let Janice share a little bit more about that. But next week, on October 2nd at Nolly's, 4:30 to 6. Put it on your calendars. Come and join us. Have some free snacks and
Free
learn about
goodies.
the organization. We'll have door prizes. It's meant to be an open house for people to come and check out what we can do for this community as a whole, how we can all work together to make it better.
Well, Steve Richardson, our Director of Parks and Rec, we'll do it is our annual meeting. Anyone that's familiar with nonprofits know that we have to hold an open annual meeting. So that's what we're checking the box with. And so it's from 4:30 to 6. About 5:15, we're going to do a presentation, and Parks and Rec will be showing you what they've done, what they've accomplished, some of their goals, and we'll re-elect our officers. And everybody is welcome. Hopefully we won't run out of food, but we have free goodies, and it's just really exciting. We have done things. I have my little list that John Wilson, our wonderful treasurer, he is so supportive, and it goes all the way back, like I said, at least to 2008, and I want to say we've been incorporated longer than that, and we'll have that information. But we've done concerts in the park in the past, the Fiddler's Contest, the sports program scholarships like Fayth mentioned, Varsity Scoreboard, the Muggy on Monster Mutter we sponsored, the Youth Advisory Council that was set up in Payson, we handled those funds, Trunk or Treat, Arizona, the Payson Trail System, the Event Center activities, the Apple Orchard, the Wild West Bass Trail event, the elk statue in the roundabout by Home Depot is from, thank you Nancy Cox, from Friends of Payson Parks and Rec. The Fiesta Bowl float we did in 2012 to 2016, and then our last big accomplishment was Mustang Park, Ramada, and Drinking Fountain, and that was over $30,000 for those two pieces. So we were just blessed to be able to give that.
And that was great because a budget was set, $400,000 for that park, and boy, our Parks and Rec staff, they really did a great job of keeping it right at that price point. They put so many hours into that. Scott over there, our Parks Director, and others from the department just did so much work in that park to kind of keep the cost down, keep it, at the 400,000. But yeah, with the Ramada, with the drinking fountain, it just went over.
Who knew a drinking fountain was so expensive?
I know. Yeah.
I was like, who knew to make it safe?
So it was wonderful to have the Friends of Payson Parks and Rec come in and contribute. It doesn't, and it's crazy. For some people, maybe it doesn't sound like a lot, or compared to the entire project, 400,000, maybe it's, a smaller amount. But it makes a big difference, because if it wasn't for Payson Parks and Rec, then would that have been done? Probably not. Or maybe it would have been done at a later time, or okay, we'll do that some other time, in phase, or whatever. And so it's great to have an organization like the Friends to do that.
Well, and I understand, and come to Nolly's next Tuesday, or Wednesday night, on the 2nd, to hear about some of the new projects. I know there is at least one other pocket park, is what we call them, that is that they are looking at to fix over on this end of town. So there's, our kids need safe places to go.
Yep.
And they need, the apartments sometimes have playgrounds and things, and we have beautiful parks, but you have to get there. So to have something in the neighborhoods of where the children are is our goal for safety.
And that's a good one, pocket park. So for those listening and watching that have maybe never heard that term, can you maybe explain a little bit about a pocket park?
All I know is that it's small.
It's small.
But they're in little areas.
Yeah, There
for
is-
neighborhoods.
Yes, yeah.
What it does is it gives neighborhoods an opportunity for a place to gather, a safe
Mhm.
place for our kids. And a lot of times those little types of things take a back seat to roads getting paved and the things that the town has to work on to keep everything going. Friends of Payson Parks and Rec is there to help put together funds and gather funds for some of these projects that will help make it a reality. So
Absolutely.
one of the really cool things as a parent that I see when your kids are in sports, they have the Methodist Church does that shoe swap,
Yep.
you know,
Yep.
and for a lot of these kids that can't afford or have to keep buying new cleats every season or every sport or things like this, if you don't have options for these kids, they're not going to have the skills when they get older to play, to know sportsmanship, just to have a good time and to have a safe and healthy outlet. So when you are looking at sports scholarships, if you say, I can do $25 a year or I can do $15 a year, these things that you're helping help our community, help our kids, their futures. It's a very small price as a member
For what it does.
for what it
Absolutely.
does. Absolutely.
One thing that I don't think a lot of parents know, and I hope that we can educate today, is that the Parks and Rec, that is what we do, and there are youth scholarships. So if you have a child that wants to play, if you have 4 children, it adds up. It adds up quick to be going to play soccer and things. And so please don't hesitate to ask when you fill out that form. There is a procedure, but really, I don't think that we have ever turned anyone away that says they're in need. We talked about if there is any kind of, if you're on any kind of SNAP, you have an EBT card, that kind of thing, that automatically qualifies you. But we don't ask all those questions. We just know that if you have a child that wants to play sports and you can't afford it, we do. And so that's our big deal. And we don't want to turn anybody away on that. And it's not really publicized.
No. Yeah, it's great for parents to have that resource. So it's important that they know about it, that they know that it's available. And that's also a similar role with RVM3. So very similar as far as sports fees, entrance fees for camps or tournaments or and so it's good that there are those resources out there. Pocket Park, a good example, well, the Blue Park. The Blue Park, Mustang Park, is a perfect example of a pocket park, small, like 1 to 3 lot sizes, or the size of 1 to 3 lots, and in the middle of a neighborhood. So why they've become very popular, like in recent years, is instead of having the traditional big park, like our Rumsey Park or Green Valley Park, that people go to and enjoy, and that's great. Well, for kids, if they can't get there by themselves, their parents can't drive them there or take them there, they're not old enough to ride their bikes there, well then the pocket parks are nice parks in their neighborhood that they can go to and play, get that exercise. There's usually a Ramada, a table, so you can have a birthday party there.
There you go.
If there's somebody in the neighborhood watching children, they can take children there. If there's a daycare nearby, they can travel there. So the pocket parks, it's, I think historically when we thought about parks, we thought about large parks with the ball fields and their bigger parks.
And those do provide a lot of great needs. And,
Yeah.
and the Friends of Payson Parks and Rec does help with any of that they're requested. But like you're saying, having those other places that are safe for our kids and for our families, it makes it a lot easier.
It has like one play structure, maybe some, additional slides or swings or things, and it's
basketball hoop, and that's what's great about Mustang Park or the Blue Park is all ages. So if you're young, if you're a toddler, parents can take toddlers over there, play on the playground equipment. They have some smaller ones, a little modern day merry-go-round, like a safe one that you don't fly off of. which I thought that's pretty
You're
cool.
aging yourself, Chris. Don't age yourself.
Swings,
Then.
hey, swings, and then the play set, and then sand. There's a sand area where kids can play in the sand. And then if they're a little older, still the playground's fun, but then they can shoot hoops with the basket. And as they get into preteens, teenagers can still use that and shoot baskets over there. So if they take their younger siblings, hey, go over to the park, Well, there's something for the older ones to do as well. So yeah, it's they supplement, our larger parks, or complement the larger parks. So really good.
One thing that I wanted to mention, when I first started, when I was interested and invited to come and be a part of Friends, it was because of the fair. Because I love being a part of the fair, and there's so many needs at the event center. So maybe for some of you folks out there that are interested in helping with different things specifically, get involved, become a member and help us fundraise for what's important to our community and some of the things that we can make a difference. I mean, we're small, but we can do it.
We have, I think there's about 7 or 8 of us on the board. Our board meetings are the 3rd or the 4th Tuesday of the month. We now meet at Parks and Rec at the office at the buildings at Green Valley. They are at 5:15. Our meetings are open. We're not, we'd love to have you. And we'll talk more about that. Obviously, right now, we really, really, really want you to come next Wednesday. We would love to have a big turnout. Please consider being a member. Like they said, starts at $15 a year. And we really want to build that membership. By being a member, you'll be informed during the year of different projects. Newsletters will go out. Like us on Facebook. We're on Facebook. We try to get everything out there. Again, I know in Payson it's a small group of people that do everything and wear different hats. And so,
Yeah.
stop laughing.
It's true, though.
And so, but it is true, and it is something that, but there is a ton of organizations that need your help. But we are reaching out because like I said, we really want to make sure people know that we're here. We haven't disbanded, and we need your help.
So the Facebook page, it's Friends of Payson Parks and Recreation. And then the website, there's a link to the website right off of there, friendsofpayson.org. And you can go to the website to learn more, to donate, to download.
You can become a member.
You can, download the membership form, to become a friend of Payson, Friends of Payson Parks and Recreation. And then the event, again, Wednesday, October 2nd at Noli's. And that's Noli's Books, Art, and Whatnot. I love that. And Whatnot.
It's so, if you guys haven't been in there, what an amazing place, a beautiful environment.
Yeah, it's great. Heidi has done a wonderful job in there, and there's so much. There's gifts, there are the books,
Yeah,
coffee.
they even have the coffee shop and the snacks.
They have produce.
Yeah,
there's
produce in
produce.
there.
They have, local.
Artwork. Rim Country artists have a big section in there, and they do classes in there. So it's a really cool place. And there'll be you can win prizes.
Well, I'd like to put it out there.
Yeah.
Anybody with businesses and things, if anybody has certificates or services to donate, we would like to give those away free too. So if it's you can't attend, I can throw my phone number out. Is that cool,
Okay.
Chris?
Yes, definitely.
So if anybody has anything to offer, give me a call or text on my cell, and it's 619-855-2324. Call me, say hi.
Yeah, but there we'll have a 50-50 raffle, we'll have some door prizes. So on top of a great gathering place and snacks and food, we're gonna share a little bit about the organization and give you that great opportunity to be a part of this community by helping out and being a member.
Yeah, little short window, an hour and a half. Come see us.
No, that's great. So it's a great opportunity, as you said, to learn about the Friends of Payson Parks and Recreation, what they do, and how you can help. And yeah, it's I think it's very important. Our parks are so important to this community. If you talk to people I'm sure they're very familiar with all the parks, with Rumsey Park, Green Valley Park. They probably utilize them one way or another, whether it's just walking around the lake, walking around Rumsey Park, or their children play sports in the park. Their clubs or organizations might meet in the park. Pickleball, that's becoming so popular.
Yeah, I think I've lost one of my teenagers to pickleball
I saw
about 5 nights a week.
I saw Cash over there,
Yeah.
when I was over there with my son Josh and his wife Shayna, and and the kids and Maria, and we were running around. Yeah, we were playing pickleball. The firefighters, over there playing pickleball. In fact,
It's
they had
a real
tournament
blessing
coming on.
to have these parks for our families and for our kids. So big or small, you can be a part of it. Just come and check it out. You don't have to come to all the meetings, but this one you don't want to miss.
Mhm.
Right.
No, that is good. So anything else you'd like to share about Payson, Friends of Payson, Parks and Recreation? Any other?
I think we did a good job. I told we could fill 20
I think
minutes really easy.
that the most important thing is just to come and find out, because if there are projects that are important to you as well, if you're here in this community, it doesn't matter your age. I know that there are things that you enjoy doing, and the Friends of Payson Parks and Rec is there as an organization to help put these things together. So maybe we can help you put a committee
Maybe
together.
new ideas,
Yeah.
absolutely new ideas, and our Parks and Rec, I just can't praise them enough.
Oh, I know.
Our Parks and Rec department has just, they're amazing, and we're very excited to support them and be there for them. So yeah, and volunteering, join us so you have info.
And you
And
can
come see
eat
you Wednesday.
really yummy food and win a door prize.
There you go. There you go.
No, there it is. And just wanted to, looking at this, our calendar right here, just to, give everyone an idea. And I think sometimes we don't think about it, all the different events that occur in the parks. Our concerts in the parks, movies in the park that just started this year.
Food and fiddler contest in the
Just this
park
past
that we
weekend,
just
yeah.
did all weekend,
The
yeah.
Fiddle and Food Truck Festival in the park. Lanterns on the Lake is happening this Thursday. That's with the Time Out Shelter.
Car shows coming up.
Running with the Pups.
We have all the veteran programs there.
All the veterans program at our Veterans Memorial. Gone to the Dogs. The Dog Expo is in Rumsey Park.
The movie nights.
Yep, the pickleball in the Pines, or pickling in the Pines, with the firefighters, that's in Rumsey Park. Yeah, just all the things that are done in the parks. So it's very important. It's very important that Friends of Payson Parks and Rec, that people continue to support and also be involved. That's the big thing, being involved with the organization. So, all right, so hopefully see you guys out at Noli's Wednesday, October 2nd, 4:30 to 6 p.m. And can you just give the times of your meetings and location one more time?
5:15, the
Okay.
fourth Tuesday of the month
Fourth
at the
Tuesday.
Parks and Rec office.
There
There's
we go.
one tonight, correct?
There is one tonight to finish up planning. Thank you.
Yeah, there
that's
you go.
something
So
else we're
tonight-
doing today. To finish up our planning for the
For our
event.
meet and greet.
So,
So, yeah, if you want to, come tonight, 5:15, Payson Parks and Rec, and find out more about our meeting next week and being a part of our great
Absolutely.
community.
Hey.
Thank you for the time, Chris. Thank you for the opportunity to share.
Oh, you are so welcome, and thank you guys for coming on this morning and sharing. It's great, and hopefully see you guys October 2nd at Noli's. So there
And
we go.
thank you, Noli's.
Yes, thank you, Noli's, Heidi out there. And we're going to get back to the music here on KRIM with some John Cougar Mellencamp. So hopefully you guys have a great rest of your day, and we'll see you next time.
What is that? Every time I hear someone say that, I'm like, see you? What is that movie where they always say, I can't even think what it is now, but it makes me laugh.
Look at you. Look at you time-wise.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, I'm gonna fly. That was great. Thanks, guys.
See you guys.